My name is Becky. I am 30 years old. It feels like love always plays a bad trick on me. Every time I like a man, there is always another woman hiding. Michael, my first love, he held my hand, we laughed. But then my friend, Sarah, saw him holding another girl's hand too. My heart felt like it broke into many small pieces. He said it was not true. But I knew. My eyes saw them. It felt like I was not good enough. Like something was wrong with me. Why did he want someone else? What did she have that I did not? It made me feel small and sad. I did not understand love if it meant sharing the person you liked. After that, I was scared to like boys. I did not trust them easily. But it kept happening. Again and again. Like a bad dream that never ends. This time, I will not just be sad. I will see the other woman in the shadow. Then came David. He was older. He said he wanted real love with me. His words felt warm like the sun. We were together for 2 years. I was happy. I thought he was too. But his phone was always locked. He put it face down on the table. One night, a message popped up. I had a good time last night. No name. My heart felt cold. Who is this? I asked, my voice shaking. He got angry. Nobody. You are crazy. But his eyes looked scared. The lies were like a wall between us. I wanted to break that wall to see the bad truth. I felt something bad was going to happen. The air felt heavy with secrets. I watched him. I waited. My heart was worried. What was he hiding? I needed to know. The feeling was very bad. Like waiting for a storm. He said he was working late. But I felt he was not telling the truth. I drove my car to his work. His car was not there. I felt a bad feeling in my stomach. I drove around. Then I saw his car in front of a small restaurant. I looked inside. He was laughing with a woman. He held her hand. My breath stopped. It was real. He was with someone else. All the time he said he loved me, he was with her too. My heart broke again. I wanted to go inside and shout. But I just watched. I felt like I was outside a warm room, looking in at happiness that was not mine. The sad feeling was mixed with anger now. How could he do this to me again? I would not forget this. I would not just be sad. After David, I did not want to like anyone. I stayed home. My heart felt like it was made of stone. Then I met Tom at work. He was kind to me. He made me laugh. He looked at me with kind eyes. Slowly the stone in my heart started to melt a little. But the old fear was still there. Would he be like the others? Would he lie to me too? I watched him carefully. He always said good morning. He asked about my day. He seemed different, but I was scared to believe it. Love felt like a trap. What if I fell in again? What if this nice man was just hiding something bad? The thought made me feel sick, but I wanted to be happy. I wanted to trust someone. Everything with Tom felt easy and good. We laughed a lot. He always called me at night. He always asked if I was okay. I started to think, maybe this is it. Maybe I found someone honest. Then I found a small paper in his pocket. A woman's name, Sarah, and a phone number I did not know. Who is Sarah? I asked, my voice shaking a little. He looked scared. Just someone from work. But his eyes looked away fast. The lie felt big and heavy between us. My stomach felt like it had butterflies. But they were bad butterflies. It was happening again. The same secret. This time, I would not just ask. I would find out the truth. The paper was a small clue, but I would follow it. I started to watch Tom more closely. Every night, after he thought I was asleep, he would get out of bed. He would go to the living room and talk on his phone. His voice was quiet. "I miss you," he would whisper. My heart felt like it was being squeezed. It was not me he was talking to. I crept to the door and listened. "Tomorrow?" he said softly. My hands made fists. The sweet words he said to me were just practice for her. The lie tasted bad in my mouth. I would not let him make me a fool again. I needed to know who Sarah was. I needed to hear his lies with my own ears. The night felt long and full of bad secrets. I told my friend Sarah about the name on the paper and the secret calls. She looked angry. "Becky, I saw him last week. With another woman. They were holding hands." My heart jumped. I was not crazy. There was someone else. Sarah wanted to help me. "We will find out who she is," she said. We made a plan. We would follow him after work tomorrow. The waiting felt like a long time. I was nervous, but I also felt strong. This time, I would see the truth with my own eyes. I would not let him lie to me anymore. Sarah was a good friend. I was glad she was helping me. We would find out who Sarah was together. The next day after work, we followed Tom's car. He drove to a dark place near the river. It was an old building with no lights. My heart beat fast. What was he doing here? He parked his car. A woman was waiting for him. Not me. I could see her in the dark. They hugged. Then they kissed. My breath stopped. It was real. The lies, the secret calls, the other woman. It was all real. I felt so much hurt. I wanted to run to him and shout. But Sarah held my arm. "Wait, Becky, let's see more." We stayed in the car, hidden in the dark. The night felt cold and dangerous. I watched them. My heart was breaking. We watched them kiss for a long time. His arms were around her. Her hands were on his face. It was a kiss full of love. But it was not for me. My eyes filled with tears. The hurt was so strong. I wanted to make him feel this pain. "That's enough," Sarah said. "We know the truth now." I started the car. My hands were shaking. I drove away from the dark place. The anger inside me was growing. He would not get away with this. He would know how much he hurt me. I would not be quiet this time. He would hear my voice. He would see my pain. The drive home was fast. My mind was full of angry thoughts. I waited for him at home. When he came in, smiling like nothing was wrong, I showed him the pictures Sarah took. His smile went away. His face turned white. Who is that?" he asked, his voice shaking. "Do not lie to me, Tom," I said. My voice was hard. "I know about Sarah." He tried to say it was not what it looked like. He tried to tell more lies. But I did not believe him. "It is over, Tom," I said. My words were quiet but strong. He tried to talk to me. He said he was sorry. He cried. He begged me to stay. But his words were empty. I had heard them all before. I told him to leave. I did not want to see him anymore. The hurt was too big. The trust was gone. He finally left. The house felt quiet. But it was a different kind of quiet. A quiet where I was free from his lies. After Tom left, my house felt empty again. Just like before. The feeling of being alone. Of not being loved honestly. It was a feeling I knew too well. My friends came to see me. They hugged me. They said I was strong. But inside, I felt a big hole. Why did this keep happening to me? Was I really so hard to love? The thought made me very sad. I wanted to be happy. I wanted someone who loved only me. But it felt like a dream that would never come true. The same bad thing kept happening again and again. I was tired of being hurt. I was tired of the lies. I just wanted someone to be honest with me. My friends, Sarah and Lisa, were very good to me. They came to my house and we talked for a long time. I told them about Michael, David, and now Tom. I told them how it made me feel like I was not good enough. Lisa held my hand. She said, "Becky, it is not you. It is them. They are not good men." Her words helped me feel a little better. It was good to know it was not all my fault, that the hurt was still there. It was like a bad cut that needed time to heal. We talked about what I should do now. They said I should take care of myself. They said I deserved to be happy. Their words gave me a little bit of strength. Slowly, I started to do small things to make myself feel better. I took long baths. I watched funny movies. I went out for coffee with my friends. It was hard at first. The sadness was always there. But little by little, I started to feel a little bit stronger. The empty feeling was still there, but it was not so big. I started to think maybe I could be happy by myself. Maybe I did not need a man to feel good. It was a new idea. A little bit scary, but also a little bit exciting. What if I could just be happy being Becky? It was a long road, but I took one small step at a time. Trying to be strong. Trying to heal my heart. The days went by. Weeks turned into months. The world kept moving, even though my heart still felt a little broken. I went to work. I saw my friends. I did the things I needed to do. Life went on, but there was still a quiet sadness inside me. A part of me was scared to like someone again. What if it happened again? What if I opened my heart and it got broken again? It felt safer to be alone. But being alone was also lonely. It was a hard place to be. Wanting love but being afraid to try. Wondering if I would ever find someone honest. One day I was at the library. A man asked if the chair next to me was free. His name was Chris. He had kind eyes and a warm smile. We started to talk about books. He was easy to talk to. He made me laugh a little. The old fear was there, hiding in the back of my mind. But Chris seemed different. He was open and friendly. He talked about his life. He listened to mine. It was scary to feel something again, but it also felt a little bit good, like a small flower growing in a hard place. Could Chris be honest? Could this be something good? I did not know, but I wanted to find out. With Chris, I was very careful. I did not want to go too fast. I told him a little about what had happened before. He listened with kind eyes. He said, "I am sorry that happened to you. Becky, you deserve someone who is good to you." His words felt real. He did not push me. He let me take my time. We spent time together, just talking about books and movies. It felt safe. But a small part of me was still waiting for the bad thing to happen. Waiting for the lie. Waiting for the other woman to appear. It was hard to trust. But Chris was patient. He kept showing me he was a good person. Months went by. Chris was still there. He was still kind and honest. I started to believe him more. Maybe, just maybe, this was different. Maybe I finally found someone who would not hurt me. Someone who was just for me. It was a small light of hope in a dark room. I did not want to get my hopes up too much. I had been hurt too many times. But the feeling was there. A little bit of happiness. A little bit of hope for the future. Maybe this time, the story would have a happy ending. Maybe love could be real for me. Time kept going. Chris stayed true to his words. He was always honest. He always made me feel important. The fear started to get quieter. It was still there sometimes, a small voice in my head. But Chris's actions always made it go away. He showed me, again and again, that he was someone I could trust. It took a long time, but the hurt from the past started to feel less strong. The bad memories were still there, but they did not hurt so much. I started to think that maybe I could have a happy life. Maybe love was not always a lie. Chris and I started to talk about the future. Real plans. We talked about living together. We talked about maybe getting married one day. It felt real. It felt good. The fear was still a little bit there, but now there was more hope, more trust. I had been hurt so many times before, that maybe Chris was the one who could finally show me what real love was. A love that was honest and kind. Years have passed now. Chris and I are still together. He is still good to me. He is still honest. The hurt from the past is part of my story, but it does not control me anymore. I learned that not all men are the same. I learned that I deserve to be loved honestly. It took a long time to trust again. But Chris was patient. He showed me what real love looks like. It is not always easy, but it is honest. And it is good. The sad story from my past has stopped. Now there is a new story. A story about love that is real. And my heart feels happy. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope this story helps you learn English more. Kindly drop your thoughts about this story at the comments section below. Like, share and subscribe.